Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for another Meet the Speaker edition. So, my name is Tracy Collins, and I am here with my co host, Michelle Wedderburn. We are putting on the Move to Mexico conference, and we are so excited to bring forth to you today Miss Barbara Blanco, who I actually personally have experience working with. So, I can always be biased with people that I know, love, in places, especially here in Mexico. So, just to give you a little bit about me, I am a business strategist, and I work with women to help propel their business and or their personal wellness development. And I would like to let my co-host Michelle take it over.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our Move to Mexico conference channel. We're excited to have you here, and we're really looking forward to this long weekend of information, November 1st to the 3rd. So please be sure to join us. I'm going to drop the link in a moment in the chat. But I'm Michelle Wedderburn. I've lived in central Mexico, San Miguel de Allende, since 2018. I am the founder of Casa Elm, which is a boutique guest house space, and we help people who want to move to Mexico, and also we create soft landings for anyone who's interested in this part of Mexico. We're just excited to have Barbara Blanco today. This is my first time really having a conversation with you, so welcome and thank you for agreeing to speak to us and our guests and people that are interested in the conference. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Tracy. My name is Barbara Blanco. I live in Merida, Yucatan, and I'm a lawyer and also a relocation specialist. I own my own company called Merida Moves. And basically, that we do is relocate people to Merida, help them wherever they need. We do contracts, we do immigration issues, we do house hunting tours for neighborhood tours, and I'm a local, so I've been here all my life, so I can tell you that I know how Merida is growing and being popular since a couple of years ago. And we are so happy to be here. I mean, me personally, I'm happy to be here, so we can make more people come to Merida. We love foreigners, so we love people falling in love to Merida. I know it's a little bit difficult to make them fall in love because the heat, but we try. So see, Merida, it's amazing, and we really love help people and make their move more smooth and easy as we can.
Thank you
Awesome.
so much, Barbara. And so you're going to be speaking too specifically about the cost of living in Merida. Could you just give us just a little bit, a little taste of the things that you will be covering in your speaker edition for the conference?
Yeah, well, Merida is an amazing place to live. It's super affordable, still affordable now. You know, I know that it's getting a little bit more expensive during these years, but we still can find really nice rentals for really nice prices. And we personally, my company works with budget. So I do have clients living with 5,000 pesos rent, and I do have clients living with 50,000 pesos rent. So my point in this is whatever exactly you're looking for, you can find in Merida if you hold the hand to the right people, you know. So if you want to live as a local, the cost of living here is super cheap. And I'm talking about, I mean, the only thing that we worry here is the power bill, of course, because it's so heat. I mean, it's so hot, and we use a lot of AC, so sometimes it's tempting to be a little bit more high, your bills, you know, your power bills. But we're talking about an average 4,000 or 5,000 pesos every 2 months. We pay the bills every 2 months here in Merida, and that will be a kind of like a high bill. You know, I do have clients living and paying 1,000 pesos every 2 months, which is amazing. You know, so but that's gonna depend on how often you use your devices. You know, your ACs especially, and how careful you are with these things. You know, and then when you look in a place, and I will strongly recommend, and that's what I say to all my clients and people that ask me for, try to find newer, you know, devices, newer ACs, and that way you're gonna save power. You know, certain advices that we're going to talk in the conference, how do you can pick the right place, you know, and these are small things that will be important for you at the end. And you maybe don't think that will be important in the beginning, but you find out that at the end will be super important, you know, so then going to help you to save some power and other things. So the water is also really cheap here, and we're talking about 400 pesos every 2 months. And also the internet was going to depend. This is a major issue here in Yucatan, internet, because some of the areas that are cheaper, they don't have good internet. So it's something that we're going to talk more specific in the chat. But it's really important to you be careful with this, because not all the area, not all Merida has fiber optic. And you need to understand, when you contact a realtor and they told you they work, the owners or the previous tenant work online in their homes. Working online for Mexicans is not the same thing that working online for Americans, So Mexicans, they only need to send in a couple of emails once in a while, and that's it. I know for Americans, I do have clients, they do hard work online, sometimes they trade in and that type of things. So they need to have a faster and reliable internet. That's something that you need to be prevented when you find a house, because not all the area has it and not all the areas has ability. So even that they told you that they have internet, you always need to ask which one. What type of internet, how was the maximum velocity you can get. And sometimes even the realtors, they don't know about it. So you need to have your own people working on this before actually get the house, because when you rent in Merida, it's a little bit complicated to get a house for long term. You pay a lot of money in advance. That's the high expensive that you're gonna have. You pay 2 deposits. Sometimes you pay 1 month in advance, and also you pay the notary fee, which is, it's a good amount of money that you're going to invest in and you have a long-term rent. And you need to be careful with these small issues before actually you pay all this money in front, because after that, unfortunately, people don't like to give them back money, and once that you pay, it's really difficult to get something back. So we're gonna talk more about this in the chat, but this is just a small hint that I can give you about living in Merida. But beside that, Merida, it's amazing. It's we're gonna give them really, really good advices about how to, live as a local if you want to cultural immersion, and what areas are best for other ones. We do have a lot of areas here, and the beautiful about Merida is every area looks completely different. So you can be living in downtown and living in these amazing mansions that looks amazing inside, and outside looks like an old, traditional house, and be living in the old stores, and next to the old stores, and next to the old parks and everything. This is the beautiful about downtown, But a lot of people say also walking distance, they love downtown because they love to walk up distance to stores and everything. And let me tell you something also, downtown, it's walkable distance to coffee shops and beautiful restaurants and everything, super nice, but it's no walkable distance to supermarkets. They don't have supermarkets in downtown, and they don't have that small things that sometimes is convenient. So, but in the north is nice. The north is super modern, and they do have walkable distance to all these stores and also coffee shops and everything, and they do have walkable distance to supermarket, but they don't have the charming of Mexico, character houses. Is more modern. So each area is completely different. Each area has their own prices. Each area has their own charming, and that's what we're gonna talk in the chat, of course. And we're gonna go more deep on this, exploring the Merida. But that is what I tell since the beginning to my clients. If you come to Merida and you can handle the heat, then we can make you fall in love to Merida. You're gonna find exactly what you're looking for, and the price that you're looking for is a place for you available in Merida.
Wow, thank you. No, thank you so much. That was really nice, well-rounded kind of intro to just the cost of living, but also to Merida itself, because I know that's a big attraction to a lot of expats or future people who want to live abroad. So I think that this is going to be fantastic for them to learn more from you, because you have that experience. So yeah, anything you want to add, Tracy? Because I have a little construction going on in the background here.
No, there's nothing else I want to add. I want to thank you, Barbara, so much for joining us. like I said in the beginning, I've worked with Barbara personally. She is the one who did our Conhe, which is when you come over from the States and you solidify your residency here in Mexico. So I worked with Barbara and we worked around 2022 and got that done. So I've known Barbara. And if you guys have seen her before, it's because she is on television with HGTV. She is the Merida rep for that area. So for the show.
Yeah, and I've been 6 times in House Hunter International. Just in a small commercial.
So Barbara
love
is
that.
a beast. She works like crazy, and when I tell you, she works with much tenacity for her clients. So thank you, Barbara, and we are
Yes.
so excited to have you for the conference joining us. And you guys make sure that you get your tickets to secure your space, especially if you want to know more about Merida and to connect with Barbara personally.
Yes, thank you so much, Barbara. This was fantastic. And if you all have any questions, feel free to reach out to us here, comments, or just reach out to us on the Hey Summit, and the link is in the chat.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm pretty sure that this conference will be amazing. And you're going to learn whatever you want to know about Merida. And if I don't know, I will invent it. No, I won't. But
She probably
find
will.
out. No
She will. She'll invent it. She'll create it. She'll find it for you.
That is
I
so
appreciate
true.
it. So Merida Moves, and you can find this on Facebook, correct?
And Facebook, and also online, we have our website, it's www.meridamoves.com, and also in Facebook and TikTok and YouTube, and pretty much in all.
Everywhere.
It's just Merida Moves. Just type in Merida Moves and you can find us all over.
Awesome. I just dropped it in the chat. So thank you again. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and see you in the chat.
Yes, hang tight.